Hello everyone and welcome to PendulumEdu, and in this session for vocabulary, I'm here to discuss a set of new words with you right here. So without wasting any time, we will start with the session. If you haven't subscribed the channel, you can subscribe it right away for regular sessions with us right here. The article for today heads as Vienna's woes on Islamist terror attack. So when I say Vienna's woes, woe is a noun which has been used in plural form here. So for woe, they have made it woes. So they have added s to it. So it has become a plural noun subject. Right? Now when I say it's a noun, it means sorrow or distress. Okay? एक तरीके का जो दुख या दर्द होता है, that is a woe. ठीक है? Problems in life. Okay, so what is Vienna's woes? उनका sorrow या उनका distress, उनका दुख क्या है? Their terror attack that they have recently experienced. While stopping terror, authorities should build on values of pluralism and secularism. Like they should value the communities, they should value all religions. So it's like pluralism, like they should take everyone together. सबको एक साथ लेकर चलने की बात करनी चाहिए instead of working on individual basis. The attack in Vienna that killed 4 people on Monday night underscores. Guys, underscore is a verb and underscore means to emphasize. किसी बात पर जोर डालना. राइट जब आप अपनी बात को बार बार स्टेट करते हैं या फिर आप कोई चीज़ हाईलाइट करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, दैट इज अंडरस्कोर. So when 4 people died or they were killed there in Vienna on Monday night, this highlights or this tells the transnational threat. Transnational is an adjective which means this comes up with the international threat. Not for the local people, but for the foreigners. The threat for other people from other countries that come down to Vienna. European countries, okay, face from Islamist terrorists. So people who come, that is European countries, face a lot of fear or a lot of challenges, okay, or threat from the Islamist terrorists. So this is another example right here. This is another incident that has taken place as of now, or I would say lately. The assault, that is attack, follows the beheading of a school teacher in a Paris suburb and a knife attack in Nice that took 3 lives. Guys, beheading of a school teacher, which means to kill by attacking the throat, okay? So behead is a verb. Behead, what does behead means, guys? Behead means to cut through the, okay, to cut the part or to remove the head part, okay? That is behead. So how they have killed the school teacher? They have beheaded the teacher. And there was a knife attack wherein there were 3 people who lost their lives. In Vienna, the suspected gunman, Kujitim Fezlai, 20, he's just 20, a dual citizen of Austria and North Macedonia and of Albanian origin, opened fire near a synagogue. Synagogue is a noun, guys, and synagogue, learners, means a place for worship. This is majorly for Jews, or you can say wherein they come together and they sit to pray. एक तरीके जैसे हमारे मंदिर मस्जिद है, वैसे ही उनके लिए synagogue है, जहाँ पर वो बैठकर प्रार्थना करते हैं. Before being shot dead by the police. So the police even killed this man, Kuchtim Fezlai. But before that, he had given open fire near a synagogue. He had a previous terrorism conviction. Guys, conviction. Now, a conviction has been used as a noun which means a judgment, okay, or there was an earlier judgment or a previous case against him that was on terrorism, that was based on terrorism. He was being accused of it. So that was in early time, or the time before, okay? In April last year, he was sentenced to 22 months after he tried to travel to Syria to join the Islamic State. So now guys, just imagine, he was sentenced to 22 months, okay? And this was in April last year. This was April last year when he was sentenced to 22 months. But if you see now, recently, last week, he what has he done? He has opened fire right near a synagogue, and because of this attack, there is threat prevailing throughout, which is not at all I would say a peaceful state, or a serene state when people could reside peacefully. Moving ahead, the writer also adds, he was released in December because of his age. Because of his age, that is, he's just 20, he was released. The immediate question the Austrian authorities face would be about the failure in preventing the attack. Now just imagine, they released him because he was of very less of age, and they thought that he might have realized, and he could have a better living from now. He would not be doing all of this, but he did it again. And this was the failure to avoid the attack. How did a terrorism convict slip off the security radar and launch an attack in the capital city at a time when Europe was in high alert following the terror assaults in France? Exactly, it's a big question mark. That how can this convict one who is being accused, a convict आप कह सकते हो, accused जिस पर blame लगाए गए हैं, how can he or she slip off, मतलब उनके हाथ से कैसे slip off? That's a phrasal verb which means कि कोई किसी के हाथ से कैसे निकल सकता है, जबकि फ्रांस में ये टेरर अटैक्स बराबरी से हम देख रहे हैं कि कैसे वो लोग इससे कोप अप कर रहे हैं. Still, amid all that high alert, he got escaped, and he managed to do all this. Austria will also have to plug the security loopholes. Loophole is a noun. In Hindi we say चूक. जो भी mistake, जो भी एक point जो रह जा रहा है, they have to fix all the security loopholes, as several countries in the continent, including France and the UK, have raised the threat levels. So Austria has to increase its security part, because other nations or other countries, they too have raised their threat levels. The larger challenge is how to address the issue of radicalization among youth and counter attempts to disrupt the social cohesion of the continent. Cohesion is togetherness. So they are worried that how to keep the peace intact. कैसे जो एक कहते हैं एक समानता है या एक जो शांति है, उसको आप कैसे बनाए रख सकते हो, इसके बारे में सोचना पड़ेगा या सोचना चाहिए. This is what is thought to be a larger challenge, जो कि एक बड़ा challenge माना जा रहा है. Austria's conservative chancellor Sebastian Kurz, known for his fiery anti-immigrant policies. Fiery has been used as an adjective which means intense. Fiery, intense, violent. Okay, जो अपने खतरनाक anti-immigrant politics के बारे में जाने जाते हैं. He sent the right message when he called for unity in the fight against terrorism. So this man, he called that everyone should come together and should fight together against terrorism, because alone if that person, or see, alone if one person is fighting against 10, then it's of no benefit. If this person has or other people backing him or standing with him, then it becomes easier to manage, right? So this is what he did. He asked everyone to come together in unity to fight against terrorism. All right, this is what that person did. This is what Sebastian Kurz did. Moving ahead, he said the fight is not between Christians and Muslims for Austrians and immigrants, but between civilization and barbarity. Barbarity, nirdayita. हिंदी में कहते हैं, इंग्लिश में कहते हैं क्रूअल्टी. निर्दय भाव जिसका होता है उसको कहते हैं हम बारबेरिटी. सो जो कॉन्फ्लिक्ट है, that is between civilization and barbarity. Mr. Kurz, who had teamed up with the Islamophobic is, okay, an adjective which means one which is against Muslim community कह सकते हो आप, और rules or their way, okay. If a person is against that, it's Islamophobic. So कौन सी पार्टी को सपोर्ट करे? Far right, Islamophobic far right Freedom Party. In 2017, he teamed up to form the government for the first time. Is now in power with the Green Party and has more political leeway to build a stronger national response to terrorism. So leeway is a noun. Okay. So this thing, it means it has a lot of political tactics. Okay. They have tactics, they have their own tricks, they have different things to put forward and give a better response to terrorism. Jihadists use violence to create social discord. It's a noun. Discord means disagreement. Okay? Discord means disagreement. So this caused social discord. While they unleash violence on the public in the name of Islam, the rising Islamophobic nationalist parties in Europe seize on such incidents to bolster their fortune, to support their fortune. Now what happens is, when people unleash or they release this violence in the name of Islam, then the rising Islamophobic normalist party, they seize on such incidents to bolster. but क्या होता है ना कि वो घबरा जाते हैं और फिर वहीं के वहीं रुक जाते हैं, थम जाते हैं. So they forget to bolster. Bolster is a verb which means strengthen or support their fortune. फिर सब भूल जाते हैं. ताकतवर बनाना. France's Marine Le Pen, with an eye on the 2022 presidential election, has called for a ban on immigrants from some Muslim countries and declared a war to evict Islamism by force from our country. So this word is remove Islamism or evict Islamism by force from our country. This is what the France's president has stated, that Marine Le Pen, he has clearly stated this. He wants to remove them forcefully or easily, whatever, but they have to go away. In Austria, the Freedom Party would take cues from her National Rally Party. Cue is noun which means hint. Okay, एक जो इशारा होता है ना, that. This is a two-front attack on the democratic and secular values Europe stands for, and that is what the terrorists want. leaders of France, Austria, and other terror-hit countries should not allow the jihadists to have their way. See, what is happening is, amid all the things that are happening, these people are taking advantage of it. They are washing their hands right there. Like washing their hands, which means they are, what are they doing? They are taking advantage of it. Amid all the things that are happening, if things that are happening is, when there is this chaos in France, it is because of some other reason, and the purpose behind it is completely different. But these people, or the jihadists, what are they doing? They are taking undue advantage, and they are fulfilling their own purpose now, right? They should clamp down on terror networks, isolate and punish the jihadists, counter the ideology of political Islamists, and build on the values of pluralism, secularism, democracy, and equality, and set up de-radicalization efforts with help from communities. Now, what is this? It gives us a complete gist that we need to clamp down on terror attacks. Now, clamp down is a phrasal verb. Clamp down means to suppress, like to subdue, to hold on something, to tighten something. That is to take charge over something, or to take control over something. That is clamp down. So the utmost importance should be given to curb the terror network, okay, to take it under control and seize it, okay, completely. And next step would be to promote pluralism, democracy, equality, all right. This is a fight they cannot afford to lose. The reason is why they can't afford to lose. The reason is because if they lose this, the entire country or the nation will be ruined completely, right? So they cannot afford to lose it, and they have to work really hard to overcome all the challenges that are coming their way, all the hurdles that they possibly have to pass, but they have to do it, and there's no other choice. There is no other alternative. They have no other choice. They definitely have to hit it hard. So this is the entire article that we had to discuss for today. And if you see right here, if we talk about all the European countries and the nations, then, as I said in the very beginning, that they are facing these challenges, and if the phrase that was used to evict or to remove Islamism by force. Now, when this comes by force, whenever something is done compelling others or against a person's or a community's willingness, then definitely it will bring a barbarity. It will bring sort of, I would say, chaos, right? So definitely they have to be all set for that. So this is the article, and these are the words. And as I say that for the list of the words that we discuss, you have to go to the description, wherein there is a link given, and you can go to the site for the entire word list. To revise or for future reference, you can have it right here from our site. So kindly revise the words that we have discussed today. There are synonyms, antonyms shared with you with example sentences. Kindly go through and comment your own sentences and let us know, did you understand the article or not. If you haven't subscribed the channel, do subscribe it for regular sessions with us. I shall see you in the next session soon. Thank you so much.